If you're looking for business ideas or ways to make money on 2026 from home, well, making decals or stickers from home, it's a good way for you to make money. And if you're wondering if there's still money to be made on 2026, the answer is yes. Because yes, there's people trying to save money, but they still buying a lot of decals, and there's plenty of business to be made. So we will show you step by step how this business works and how you can make decals or stickers from home. But first, let's start with the prices. So the most economic and cheap machine for making decals or stickers is the Silhouette Cameo 4 or Cameo 5, which is the most recent vinyl cutter. With this machine you can make stickers as big as 12 inches, and the best part is the software is 100% free, and that is the Silhouette Studio. And you can also make t-shirts and other products. We have plenty of tutorials about how to use this machine. Our next machine is the Silhouette Cameo 4 Pro, and with this machine you can make decals as big as 24 inches. This machine costs around $280 to $300, and with this machine you can also make decals, t-shirts, banners, yard signs, and many others. We also have plenty of tutorials. Our next machine is the US Cutter Titan, and with this machine you can make many different sizes from 24 to 27 inch decals or stickers. And this machine costs around $800 to $850, and with this machine you can also make stickers, decals, t-shirts, banners, yard signs, and many other products. And for this vinyl cutter you will need a software called Vinyl Master, and you can also get it in a package deal or buy it separately. We also have a tutorial about this machine. I invite you guys to check out our channel. And for our final machine will be the Graphtec CE6060, which is the machine that we will use for this project. And you can get the newest version for around $2,200. And before we get to work, of course, we gotta make some coffee, and Saul is getting everything ready there.
This is the design that we gotta work with today. Two colors. The gray, it's gonna be actually white, and then we're gonna apply the letters on top of that. The truck has damaged paint, and that is the reason why we're gonna do that. We're gonna combine it like that. But here, I'm gonna show you how we add the registration marks. Very easy to do. We're gonna go to the left rectangle tool. All we gotta do, just do like a little rectangle, and of course we have to make sure it's out of the square or the rectangle. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna give it some color, a little bit of gray color. I'm gonna select that registration mark and then shift button and click on the big rectangle and then letter L, and it's gonna place that on the left. Now I'm gonna make a little copy of that same registration mark and shift, select, click on the shift button, and then what I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna do right, and then I'm gonna select that registration mark, shift, and click on the other registration mark, and then letter R. Actually, oops, it was E, letter E. Now they are on the same position. Now we got the registration marks, and I'm gonna make a copy of those that we just created, and then I'm gonna go ahead and do a right click on the mouse, copy, and then I'm gonna do shift button and click on the big rectangle and do a weld. And remember, we made a copy of those registration marks. Just bring that copy to the software and then shift button and click on the letters, the blue letters. And now we have our registration marks like that. And now we are ready to send that design to the vinyl cutter.
In the end, we forgot that the roll was 15 inches. So we have to change the registration's position. Instead of going on top, they're gonna go on the side, and that is the same step. So we just show you how we add them on the software. By the way, this person just ordered us recently like 6 magnets or 3 pairs or 4 pairs. I cannot remember, Saul knows, but this will be just decals because as Saul mentioned, the ones that he's going to apply this on a truck that's, I guess it's made of aluminum, because, you know, we forgot to order the magnetic roll for aluminum. I'm just kidding, there's no such thing, but just trying to be funny here.
And that is the reason why we have the background too. the truck has damage or paint damage, and that is the reason why he's going to try to cover that surface. By the way, he's going to do the installation. We won't have to worry about that. So I'm glad that he's going to take care of that, because in Indiana it's extremely cold, and I think the truck is somewhere else where it's not as cold.
So that's one of the tips we want to give you if you're selling decals with installation too. Right now, a lot of people are trying to save money. We noticed that, so I think that would be a good way to advertise decals, you know, cheaper if they're doing installation.
Something else I want to show you before we send the vinyl to the vinyl cutter. This is the what I did. I just added a rectangle to make sure that we have enough surface, because we're going to apply the transfer on this one. And if we bring the transfer all the way to the bottom to where the rectangle is, we're going to make sure to cover this the white rectangle that he's going to use as a background. Just a quick tip that I wanted to give you guys. I'm going to go ahead and place the vinyl, or load it to the vinyl cutter. You know that we always have to make sure to align it. We're going to make 2 copies of this design, and that is the reason why I'm going to make sure to align the vinyl. So basically I pull the vinyl to the front, and now I'm going to send it, and just pay attention to how the vinyl moves once it goes to the back of the vinyl cutter.
By the way, we're gonna use the Graphic CE 6060,
and the vinyl will be the Oracle 651.
All right, so these are the settings for the Graphic. We're using the Cutting Master 3, and we're gonna do offset 0, speed 38, and cut force at 16.
By the way, in the end, we are going to use a smaller roll of vinyl for the same color. That is the royal blue, or actually, yeah, some kind of royal blue. Now I'm gonna go ahead and start with this section.
This is why we love the Graphic, because you can use different sizes, roll sizes, like 15, 12, and 24.
The best part, you don't have to use a cutting mat. That's one of the things that I love about this vinyl cutter. And this is the reason why you gotta make sure to align your vinyl.
All right, it is time to start weighting out the vinyl. So I was gonna start with the blue one, I guess, and he's gonna remove the main frame. We added some weighting boxes. We have shown you in other videos how we add them. I recommend you guys check out our channel. If you're new to this channel, we have videos about that, how we add them on the software or using the Cutting Master. And now Saul is gonna start with this section right here. I believe he added 3 of them, right?
Yes, I did. Yeah.
3 weighting boxes, and we always want to be careful. We don't move the registrations, because they gotta match as close as possible. So we always careful with the registration marks. You see that he only focused on one section. Now he's gonna go on the middle and then the bottom section.
Looks like the settings are just perfect.
Yeah, I was gonna say that, because sometimes I don't know if it's the vinyl or maybe the settings, but this one looks perfect, almost perfect.
Almost, yeah.
By the way, guys, if you are liking this video, I invite you guys to hit the like, and also if you want to support us, we're gonna leave some links below. It will take you to our affiliates, or you can just go to our website at www.rdidecals.com. All right, now we're gonna weed out the background for this decal, which is the white, and this is just the frame.
Something I want to explain to you guys in case you're just getting started in this kind of business. Sometimes we get that question a lot. Why are we wasting a lot of materials, like from the sides and the bottom? The reason, first of all, we're not going to do the installation as I mentioned it to you. We're going to send the decals like that, all combined. The customer is not going to combine the colors himself. He's just going to apply like the decal in one layer, and that is why we have to combine it here, and we are using the registration marks. First of all, we're gonna apply the transfer on the blue color, and we gotta make sure to cover the whole thing, because if we don't have enough area or transfer at the bottom, it's not gonna cover the whole the background or the back color. That is the reason why we have to do it this way, in case you are wondering. This is the transfer we're gonna use, the Art Tape Clear Choice AT 75.1. We're gonna go ahead and apply it to our decal.
By the way, guys, if you don't have enough help like we do, you can use the tape application rollers that you are watching here. You can get them through our links or on our website. All right, now let's hope for the best. Now we're just kidding. We're good at this.
When you're gonna be combining colors like this, always try to avoid having lots of wrinkles, especially on the layer that you're gonna apply on top of the background.
All right, now we're gonna cut the edges. Just we're gonna be careful because we don't want to cut any additional, and that's not gonna fit perfectly in our frame. So we want to be careful with this, just enough. All right, now the next step is to secure the second layer. Well, which is gonna be the background. So if you wanna use extra tape, that'll be even better. But for us, I think this will be plenty. And now we're gonna expose the registrations. We're gonna cut the paper here so we can see through.
This is one of the reasons why we decided to use this transfer, because this one's 100% or actually close to 100% clear. And it is good to use this transfer when you are going to be layering vinyl.
All right, now the next step is to do the combination. We're going to focus on one area first on my right side. Once we have it, then we can focus on the other side. It doesn't have to be 100% perfect, but just as perfect as you can. So now we're gonna use 2 more pieces of tape and use the cutting knife. Before we layer, I just wanna show you. See, this one is very, almost close to perfect. This one you can see a small, like white stripe, but don't worry, because it's a big decal, so it shouldn't matter. Just be, like I said, as close, as perfect as you can.
We're going to remove half of the backing paper.
All right, now let's do the other half. Now, like Saul mentioned, we always want to avoid not to leave many bubbles or wrinkles, because we want also a good presentation so the customer doesn't have to worry about that.
As you can notice, we are extremely careful when we do something like this. But if we were to apply the vinyl ourselves, we probably won't take this long. We will be probably a little bit less,
more careless.
Yeah, in other words.
Yeah, because we know how to work with this. All right, I want you to see how close we were to leave the background out, and we could have, do a little bit better, but for being a 15-inch, because you can also see on top here, actually for the size, I think we did perfect. We did good.
Yep.
It's really good. So
we can get rid of the registration marks. We don't need them. They're not part of the design anymore. So, all right, guys. So this is it for this video. Remember, if you like this episode, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe, turn on your notifications. If you would like to support us additionally, remember that we have memberships available. All you have to do is just go to the join button to see all the options available. As always, thank you for your support. Remember that if you need to get any materials or equipment, go to our store, www.rdidecals.com. See you guys until the next one.